Following the massive shakeup rumors, gossip, and speculation about Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, and WWE Smackdown, we roll into the news, the rumors, and the details as concerns the gossip around Charlotte Flair, her future in professional wrestling, and what is going on with WWE and AEW. This is your supreme source for the hottest, the latest, the greatest. Remember to hype, like, comment, and interact because this show wouldn't be possible without you, because without you, there is no Sean View here on the Unapologetic. Remember, so important, if you want me to stay here, I can't do this alone. I can't do this by myself. I need you to become a channel member. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications, or donate below with a super thanks donation. Now, I have been sitting here for the last hour watching my phone blow up. And I still can't believe what I'm reading, what I'm seeing, and what I'm hearing. But again, it all boils down to rumors and gossip. And it is always subject to change, okay? Things can boil over. Things can get fixed. Things can change. Things can go in a completely different direction. Make no mistake about that. But we aren't just talking about a firing. We are talking about a corporate execution. Ladies and gentlemen, sources are now saying, again, according to rumors and gossip, that Charlotte Flair has not only been terminated by WWE following their SmackDown wardrobe incident, but there is rumor and gossip, there is a feeling, there is whispers that the ink could already be drying on a contract with All Elite Wrestling for Charlotte Flair. Now, again, we have a lot of details to get into this. We have a lot of backstage rumor and hearsay, okay? Now, this is one of those things that I'm bringing right from a source, guys. Sources are now confirming with Charlotte Flair and all that went down, because remember, SmackDown was not on USA Network this week. It was on Sci-Fi. So there could be different adjustments, different rules, different antics to go by, because SmackDown was on Sci-Fi. It wasn't on the USA Network. So I want to read to you the specific language being floated around regarding the potential release of Charlotte Flair from WWE. Now, it doesn't say budget cut. It doesn't say creative differences. It says, guys, we're looking at this right now. Perhaps we could see immediate termination due to negligent violation of broadcast standards and practices on Sci-Fi from USA Network's SmackDown. Again, it used to be USA Network, but for the last couple of weeks, SmackDown has been on Sci-Fi. So, immediate termination potentially due to negligent violation of broadcast standards and practices. Now, this is legal speak. This is legal talk. For we found a loophole to void your guarantee. This was a war declaration, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Now, we got to look at this in depth, up close and personal. That's what we got to do here, viewers, fans, subscribers, because the wardrobe malfunction, without showing it, because obviously if I show it, I would be banned and I would be barred right off YouTube.com, which I'm sure a lot of my detractors and haters would love if I just left, if I just quit, if I just went away. But that's never, ever going to happen, because there's two things you can do about showing you that if you don't like me and if you don't agree with me and if you don't want to watch me, there's two things you can do about it. Nothing and like it. Now let's go back to 9:45 p.m. last Friday, which was just a couple of days ago. The incident happens on live television. Now, usually production goes black, they cut to commercial, everyone moves on, and that's what we saw, right? So far, SmackDown faded to black on Friday night on Sci-Fi. Not once, but twice. Once during Nia Jax and once during the Charlotte Flair segment. Now, my sources at the truck, and I can't name names, and are telling me that there was a delay in the cut. Why? Was it accidental, or was this a setup to build a case for what we're getting right now? And I'm hearing that Triple H threw his headset, and I'm hearing TKO lawyers were contacted before the match even finished. Think about that for a minute, viewers. Think about that. They weren't worried about the censor. They were worried about the liability. They are painting Charlotte as unprofessional to justify voiding a $5 million contract. They used a slip-up to save the budget. It's nasty work, folks. And again, according to rumor and gossip online. Now, of course, we got to get into this other part of the transition period. Now, you guys know there is how this 90-day compete clause works, right? Usually, if you get fired, you sit at home for 3 months. So, how is she signing with Tony Khan already? How is she already going to AEW this quick and this soon? And, well, we're going to get into what I read from one of my sources this morning. Remember to like, comment, subscribe today for more WWE news. We do this multiple times a day. That's why it's so crucial to click that bell and subscribe. Now, you get, again, that 90-day non-compete clause. Well, there is a loophole, guys. There is a loophole that goes into this. Now, here is the genius of the situation if this is exactly how it happens and how it goes down. And the danger, of course, not only the genius, but the danger of the strategy put forth by TKO. By firing Charlotte Flair for cause, specifically a morale cause or broadcast violation, it voids the contract entirely. That means the non-complete clause, gone. See you later. It's out the door. It goes out the window, ladies and gentlemen. Now, WWE, now we got to talk about the trap, the twist, perhaps, potentially, okay? WWE thought that this could trap her in a long legal battle, but instead, it cuts her chance. Because listen, let's go back off of what happened to Andrade. Remember what happened between Andrade, AEW, WWE, back and forth and back. AEW couldn't use Andrade. Then he returned to WWE. Then he went back to AEW. You want to talk about an influx. You want to talk about, the puzzle pieces moving, which we talk about a lot here on SeanzViewEnt Entertainment with the puzzle pieces moving. But now, again, WWE thought that this would trap Charlotte Flair in a legal battle. Instead, she ran straight to the competition because of the null and void clause. Now, ask yourself, viewers, fans, subscribers, really ask yourself this one. Was this a calculated error by Nick Khan? Did they underestimate her market value? Let me know in the comment section of this here very video. Because you see, here's the thing. When you are released or when you're let go or fired, or if you just want to leave the WWE, you have opportunities now. You have choices. You have different companies. You have different avenues that you can go to. TNA, ROH, AEW, indie promotions that are paying a lot more money around the world right now. So there is different choices for Charlotte Flair. Now, we got to talk about the interception of this, guys. We got to talk about the interceptions. But before we go that, we got breaking news coming in. This is just coming in right now, guys. A massive WWE superstar may undergo a huge character shift on the road to WrestleMania 42. That is what we're reading and seeing online right now, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters. Less than 8 weeks remain until WrestleMania 42, and WWE creative team is still hard at work finalizing the stories and the matches that will take place across the 2-day extravaganza this year. Only one match has been officially announced for the show as of this writing, but the 4 major title matches will be set for Elimination Chamber this Saturday night. Now, the rest of the card remains up in the air, including a potential matchup for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky won the titles from the Kabuki Warriors last month and have been fighting champions thus far, but one team has a difficult time getting a shot at the gold as of late. The folks over at Body Slam are now reporting that this could lead to a huge change in attitude for one member of the WWE Raw locker room. Now listen to this one. Sources are indicating to Body Slam that there have been discussions regarding a shift to Lyra Varek's character. Now Lyra could become a more aggressive as she and Bayley are tired of being overlooked. Now, Lyra and Bayley were the number 1 contenders for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships heading into WrestleMania 41 last year in Las Vegas. 2 days before the matchup, however, the role model was attacked backstage inside the stadium and was ruled medically unable to compete. Needing a new partner at the last minute, Lyra made a call to Becky Lynch, and the man made her triumphant return to WWE after nearly a year-long hiatus. Fast forward to today, and Lynch is still the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, although she did lose it for a spell to Maxine Dupree before winning it back. She'll defend the gold this Saturday night at Elimination Chamber against AJ Lee in Chicago. But win or lose, all indications are that the story will carry into the Showcase of Immortals this coming April. Will Bayley and Lyra finally get their opportunity on the grandest stage of them all? As for Lyra and Bayley, it would be a full circle moment for them to finally get their title shot at WrestleMania 42. And quite frankly, the company owes Bayley one after making her a health scratch for last year's show. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky are set to defend the WWE Women's Tag Team titles this Friday on SmackDown in a rematch against Nia Jax and Lash Legends. However, Again, things can change, things can pivot. There's no doubt about this. Could all be an orchestrated angle and storyline with Charlotte Flair, making us think she's going to go to AEW, making us think just to put more emphasis, put more prominence on WWE and SmackDown, to get more people watching the product. Oh, Charlotte Flair's going to AEW, Charlotte Flair's signing. Again, this could all be master manipulation on the creative of WWE to make us think that Charlotte Flair is been fired or removed from WWE. Again, this could all be part of an orchestrated angle by the company, according to rumors and gossip online. The path to Las Vegas for Rhea Ripley and Sky should be much clearer after this weekend. Whether Rio still holds the gold after this weekend or not, the women's tag team division is as deep as it's ever been, and a major multi-team match should be on the table for WrestleMania 42. I will continue, and again, there's rumor and gossip, continue to suggest a TLC match until it comes to fruition as the show transpires. Again, a TLC match for the women's tag team titles at WrestleMania. What would you think about that? Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions. Also, what does this all mean for WWE? They just lost perhaps one of the most decorated women in history over a wardrobe malfunction on SmackDown on Sci-Fi because it wasn't on the USA Network. Potentially, maybe, perhaps. It looks petty. It looks corporate. It looks weak. If they can do this to Flair, no one is safe. I'm telling you right now, watch the contracts. Watch who resigns and who doesn't. Who resigns or resigns. Who quits. This has sent a chill down every spine in the WWE locker room. But again, this could be the biggest swerve in the history of WWE. This could just be one of those Russo swerves. Now, I will let you know, we are in a new era. We are definitely in a new era. It's elevating. It's escalating. The corporate chaos era. TKO playing hardball, and they just got hit with the Grand Slam. I will keep you updated when and if the ink does dry on an AEW contract for that. Also, Charlotte Flair. Now this is just coming in now. Again, this is why we do multiple videos, and that's why it's so crucial to click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Charlotte Flair now addresses WWE Elimination Chamber qualifier loss. Because not only was Charlotte Flair having a wardrobe malfunction, she also lost on SmackDown. Okay, that is major, that is pivotal. Guys, I'm fine. That's what Charlotte Flair responds. That's her retort. That's her reaction. Guys, I'm fine. That's what she said. While, again, Charlotte Flair, nobody anticipated Charlotte Flair to lose on the Blue Brand of SmackDown, but that is exactly what the world saw, and that is exactly what happened. Again, Charlotte Flair addresses WWE Elimination Chamber qualifier loss, and again, just as unexpected as the wardrobe malfunction, perhaps the nip slip, so to speak. But, of course, we are not going to show that footage on here for obvious reasons. Now, we have something else going on behind backstage in the WWE as we are receiving word that Mick Foley teases Hollywood movie deal, and he might portray himself. Yes, you heard that right. The great, legendary Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, whatever alias, whatever name you want to go by. Also, Dominic Mysterio faces a major stipulation in his upcoming AAA mega title defense. Yes, because according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, Dominic Mysterio, if he loses, he will be barred and he will be null and void from AAA if he loses. That is the stipulation for the current reigning Intercontinental Champion, Dominic Mysterio. Also, a former, now this is big, former WWE Champion, you heard that right, a former WWE Champion spotted backstage at this company. Uh-oh, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Former WWE Champion was seen backstage at the sold-out February 21 NWA Power Double TV tapings in Tampa, Florida. Who is it? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a man that won the WWE title. This is a man that reigned supreme over the Blue Brand of SmackDown at some point. This is a man that defeated Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and newsletters, the former WWE Champion that I am talking about, that I am referencing, is Jinder Mahal, was at NWA recently. Oh my God, that is absolutely major. That is absolutely crucial to the story. What is Jinder Mahal going to bring to the NWA? That's yet another wrestling promotion that another wrestler could go to if they leave the WWE, like a Charlotte Flair, like a Bayley maybe, because there could be creative frustration. There could be definitely creative frustration as concerns all of that. Viewers, fans, and subscribers, this is where I stand. This is what I do. This is the foundation. We lay it out because Sean Entertainment knows that you are the pulse. You guys are the heartbeat of Sean View Entertainment. And without you, there is no Sean View. And we will always poke through. We will always make it remarkable, and we will always make it memorable. Click the bell, subscribe. We got plenty more updates, plenty more videos to come each and every day, and I will always make you feel some sort of way. Subscribe.